I've got a new 35 acre out here in Wyoming. This is just north of Laramie, Wyoming. My name's Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land, here to roll this property out with you today and break it down. In this video, I'm going to cover some common questions. I'm going to talk about how you can go visit the property on your own. That's going to be one big thing that I talk about. This one's going to be really easy to access. It's located right on Sunshine Drive. This property is next to a couple reservoirs out here with some really great trout and walleye fishing, especially Wheatland Reservoir number 3. It's known across Wyoming for some really great fishing. You're surrounded by BLM land out here. So when I look at properties like this, these are some of our most popular inventory. There's so much you can do with it, right? Bring your camper out here on the weekends. Go out here for recreation and enjoyment. You could even build a cabin or some sort of structure out here, maybe a barn dominium, some sort of sleeper cabin, things like that. And it looks like there's even some people that live out here full time. So I'll pull some of that up on satellite imagery to show you what we're looking at here with this 36 acre wild and free out here in Wyoming. So again, just quick, starting this video off with a quick disclaimer. This is not legal advice. This is not real estate advice. This is me simply sharing my thoughts and opinions on this property with you. You as a buyer need to conduct your own due diligence, whatever that may look like. And we sell all of our property as is, but we're here to help you out. We're here to talk you through these land investments, guide you on the way, and have some down-to-earth customer service. So take a peek at this property here. We've got a lot of good photos. This area, the majority of the area is going to look pretty similar. I think it'll be fun looking at satellite imagery for this property. You can see there are power lines out here. So, it is possible to run power to these properties. There are alternative methods such as solar panels and things like that too that people are using. So when it comes to water and sewer, you're probably going to be putting in a septic system for a sewer. There's no city sewer out here, so you're installing a septic system for sewer. For water, you're going to drill a well, or in areas like this, especially if you're just using it for recreation, some people do cisterns or like holding tanks for water if they're not out here all that much. So, I love these land investments because there's so much tangible use to it. Like you can go out here and hunt, fish, and stay in your camper for the night. You don't need to build on these land investments. And here at Wilco Land, we're extremely forward thinking. These properties are only going to get more expensive. I mean, we're talking about some of the most affordable land in the country here. And these rural areas, over time, technology is going to improve. And people are going to continue to flock to these rural areas and stake a claim of ownership in the United States. This is a really good opportunity to get your foot in the door in Wyoming here with some land ownership. So we talked about some of those common questions. I want to show you the property here on satellite imagery and show you what it looks like. Really not a nice property. You've got some topography to it. You've got a Sunshine Drive goes right through the property. I think there's some power lines that run right through it right here as well. This is the Laramie River. Here's a reservoir number 2, Wheatland Reservoir number 2. You can see some views of the reservoir there. Here's another photo to give you an idea what the area looks like. And then you've got Wheatland Reservoir number 3 over here. And this is a cool reservoir too. This is the one that's really known for fishing out here. So as I show you guys satellite imagery, I want to show you what other people are doing. Why do I do that? To give you an idea of what you could do with your property. So if we look around, there are people who have developed, right? This is a really nice spread out here. It looks like they've got their property fenced. And I can keep going around and see, here's another development, some sort of home, cabin, farming operation, whatever it may be, ranching. Another nice spread, okay? So this looks like kind of a barn dominium almost. So people are building shops out here. They're building cabins. These look like yurts almost, very unique structures. So people are getting creative with off-grid structures as well. And like I said, there are properties that just have, here's another property down here that somebody built on. So we know that's a possibility. People are doing it. They're probably not spending millions of dollars to do it either, right? It's a really affordable area. This person's got a spread out there too. So, why are we looking at satellite imagery? We can learn what other people are doing, and it gives you an idea of, hey, what's possible out here. There's so much you can learn about a property from the comfort of your home and your own computer that I think looking at these maps and satellite imagery really helps you get a good feel for what you're buying and what the neighborhood looks like. So there's a lot of public access points for fishing out here in Wheatland Reservoir number 3, and there's a lot of BLM land out here too. So that's something I want to cover quick with you guys too, is talk about this area a little bit. So I have the Wheatland Reservoir number 3 pulled up, and it's known for excellent trout and walleye fishing, right? And so we can look at that. It's year-round fishing. And then we can look at some of the photos too. So if I go to images here, we can take a peek at what people are doing out here, right? There's even a YouTube video you could watch about the Wheatland Reservoir number 3. And again, just wanted to give you guys an idea of what you're looking at. Really a cool part of the country, under the radar, close to Laramie, close to Fort Collins. I'll pull it up on a map to show you exactly where we're looking at here. Using GPS coordinates for these properties is going to be a game changer. There's no address on a lot of vacant land, so keep that in mind. So if I zoom out, we've got this big reservoir here. We've got Wheatland Reservoir right there. Just to the south is going to be Laramie. This is a cool mountain range. Cheyenne's right here. Go a little bit further south, you got Fort Collins and Denver. So you're really not all that far from, Fort Collins, Colorado, or Denver. Let's take a look at the distance. 2.5 hours is nothing. The Denver sprawl, if you're looking to get out of Denver, right? We can put that in here. You're about 3.5 hours away from Laramie, Wyoming. Let's take a peek at that. You are roughly an hour, 18 minutes away, right? So really a good location. You're not going to find much more affordable land in the state of Wyoming than you are right here. I think this is a rock solid land investment. There's a lot of people that are building out there. There's a lot of people hunting and fishing. I'll show it to you here on Onyx Maps as well. I'll pull the property up. This is my favorite app to use for land viewings. I love Onyx Maps for land viewings. It does show these property lines like this, and it shows the topography and stuff like that too. So if I zoom out, we can see there's BLM land scattered all about. So when we talk about a mecca for hunting, fishing, recreation, off-grid living, camping on some starry nights, this is a really, really rock solid land investment. Not only can you start using the property tomorrow, but you have a stake in the United States here, a stake in America for long-term land ownership in Wyoming. These are generational land investments. So if you have any questions, if you want to talk with our team, give us a call here at 605-299-5553. I do have a lot of other listings on our homepage throughout the state of Wyoming, Montana. I've got some stuff in the Black Hills on the eastern side of the state. In Newcastle, Wyoming. I've got a 40-acre property in Arvada, Wyoming. That would be a nice little homestead. We've got properties in Montana, just really all over the map here. Utah, Colorado, places like that. So there's probably about 40 listings on our website. Get on here, take a peek at it. If you have any questions, again, just give us a call. But thanks for tuning in.